All right, that's not a thing. I need to edit that more. I did it soon. Welcome to House of the Dragon. Whoa, here we go. Season 2, episode 1. Holy smokes. And speaking of holy smokes, Mr. JV, what is going on?
All right, it's finally here. I'm just saying, my timing was really good in planning this whole thing, and
Yeah, it was.
I'm not gonna lie about that. I will take the L. I will take the W on that. Um, Good, solid episode. Just kind of resets the table. Um, the ending, if you know, you know, you felt a little gypped, but it was still a solid ending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And all right. So of course, Jason says, hello there, y'all. Season 2, episode 1 today. I will say I liked it. It was really good. It was very good. It was a lot better than The Acolyte by 20-fold. Mr.
Mr.
G
Grant.
says, yeah, be there when I
Mr. Grant.
can. Be there as soon as I can. You're good, dude. Jason says, oh,
What?
and JV
What's up,
agreed that
Jason?
ending. That ending was different.
Well, you again, like I said, if you know, you felt a little gypped, as Mr. Grant agrees with me, yeah, with me there.
Yeah, he says, Gypt is correct. That being said, I don't know why I have this weird thing. All right. So this is about an hour episode, so we need to
Mm,
get to kind of steamrolling here.
right.
Skip the intro. Maybe?
I'm just gonna say that the opening shot that we saw, we get the Raven flying around,
Mm-hmm.
and we see Winterfell, and I was like, oh, I miss you. You don't realize what you had until it's not there. Hearing the Stark theme again, and just this gorgeous landscape shot, and you hear Craig and Stark doing this the voiceover talking about the oath that the Starks took to protect the North and the formation of the Night's Watch, and it is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, hold on real quick. Seems to be there's a little bit of an issue with the sound. I found there was a little bit of an issue with the sound. You had to reload it. Probably because, quite frankly, we
I watched it. I watched it on Max. I had no problems.
well, yeah, Max doesn't let you do that on stream.
True.
Oh, good lord, what is going on here? It worked. I swear to Jesus.
This guy.
Why?
We are professionals.
It worked. I tested it. What the hell? No, there's something I did wrong with StreamYards. Hold on.
No awkward silence here at all. No
No,
dead
there's
air.
there's there's never an awkward silence on this kind of show. All right, let's go to the backup. No, it did work. It's how I watched the episode, dude. Come on, man.
It
I
works. I've used that excuse before. Thank you, Mr. Grant.
I
Oh,
watched
that's wonderful.
I watched the episode literally starting at like 5:57 p.m. my time. Like, all right. We'll see if this works better. Oh, stop being a dick. Oh God. Technical difficulties? Shall we talk
Uh huh.
about? Oh, if only Tyler was here to draw pictures.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. I think it's It's a streaming computer problem. So, would you like to actually entertain the people about how we opened the episode?
I just did this big sweeping landscape shot of
Well, yeah.
Winterfell,
Well, there's more.
where we get Lord Craig Stark talking about the vow that the Starks gave to protect the North.
Yes.
He's talking with Jace. They're at the wall, and yes, Sarah Snow. Who? Yeah, exactly. So
You shut up,
the
dude.
show is taking some liberties with the source the material, but George has been deeply involved in this, so apparently he's okay with this, as opposed to season 6, 7, and 8 of the other show. But you get Jace trying to impress that the war with the Greens is the most important thing, and he's looking. They're at the one of the lookout posts, and they're looking out past the wall. Okay, Mr. Grant. Okay, I get you. Okay.
Oh, there it is. See, told you. I had to reload it. All right,
Okay.
skip the answer. You were an angry man.
I am not angry.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I was an angry man. That's who was angry. Mr. G says, "Oh my fucking god." He's like, again, we're all deaf. It's all good.
Get here soon. Get here soon, folks.
Yeah. There we go. Great shot.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It also resonates the feeling of when we left the last season.
To look like the tapestries. Tapestry. Well,
duty
okay. Well,
is sacrifice.
Well, tapestries are a big part of the actually play a big part in this world. So the fact that the intro is now a tapestry kind of makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it does make sense. So.
It eclipses all things, even blood. All men of honor must pay its price.
Gorgeous shot. Gorgeous shot. And in just that shot there, you get a view, right? You get a view, or just some idea of how big the Winterfell actually is.
Yes.
The Winterfell is like a small town inside those walls.
Mm-hmm.
Even Cheese, yes.
Hi, Cheese.
Kingdoms, one older than any oath. Since the days of the first men, we have stood as guardians against the...
This narration is spot on. Spot on.
Cold and the dark. Through its long tradition, the Night's Watch cultivated its strength from doomed men who had their life as their only possession. But my ancestor, Torrin Stark, began a tradition by making an offering at the onset of winter. 1 in 10 men from our household was to be chosen to fortify the watch. This is not a sentence, but an honor. A duty embraced by all who serve the North, even by mine own kin. The North must stand ready. Winter is coming.
Coming.
Real quick, says Mr. G says this makes no sense. 1 in 10 stars have to take the black.
Right.
So they are.
Right.
What I gathered from this is it was not a sentence, but it was a right
duty.
it was a duty to do so
Right,
because
but
you
but
were the wardens of the North.
but but I think what Mr. Grant is saying is that uh Kragan is the Lord is right now is supposed to be the Lord of is the Lord of is supposed to be the Lord of supposed to be the Lord of the Winterfell.
Hmm.
So what this sequence is implying is that he took the black. Well, if you take the black, you have to you will now disavow all claims to title, to land, to lordship, to children, to a wife, all of that. But we know that that doesn't happen throughout the books. So this sequence is the story they're telling, and what we know of Craig and Stark are not lining up
Hmm.
because it appears that Craig and Stark is carrying ice on his back,
Yes.
which is the house sword.
Yes. I'll say this. George said that the show is canonical and that
Right.
it's rewriting the book. So that's the only reason. It's weird. I get it. It's super weird. So
Okay.
maybe at some point there was like an honor of doing so, and then it turned into not enough people to man the wall. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Did,
No,
Grant will know more about
George said this. Yes, he did. Mr. Grant Gregory AI. Like, is that your new channel name? I'm so
that.
confused.
Probably.
Yeah. Get the fuck on the channel, dude. Come on, let's go. Get on the panel, bro. We need your expertise.
What is this then that falls from the skies and shivers my bones? This is only a late summer snow, my prince. In winter it will cover all you see, and all memories of warmth will be forgotten.
Now,
Please
now
me to think
maybe,
that over a
now
century,
maybe Lord Stark is taking him to show him the wall, but what we've seen on screen just doesn't. It's not translating. Possibly.
Yeah, I could lean both directions.
ago our ancestors treated in this very place. The Conqueror and the King in the North. You at least had the mercy not to...
Oh, and then again, they go back to the king in the north. So
Right.
it's a little
The
bit of a
King
tie
knows.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, the King
threaten me
knows.
with your dragon.
The closed caption sucks, so I'm turning it off. It's like 8 days late.
Okay. Hello? Lord, surely the great Torrance Stark would have sooner died than bent the knee. Unless he believed the Conqueror could bring unity to the Seven Kingdoms. You are right in that. That unity is now threatened. The realm will soon tear itself apart. If men do not remember the oath sworn to King Viserys and to his rightful heir. Starks do not forget their oaths, my prince. But you must know that my gaze is forever torn between north and south. In winter, my duty to the wall is even more dire than the one I owe to King's Landing. I need my men here. Whilst
So that's where probably people are having a little bit of you know, north and south. During winter, my men are needed here. During this, during the summer, winter's not here. So we can, my men are actually more relieved of doing so. And they kind of allude to
strong on
that
guard
too.
against wildlands and weather, the High Tower's plan to usurp the throne. If my mother is to defend her claim to hold the realm united, she needs an army. War is coming. To the whole of the realm, my lord. We cannot wage it without the support of the North. My father brought King Jaehaerys and Queen Alysanne to see the wall. His Grace stood at this very outlook and watched as their dragons, the greatest power in the world, refused to cross it. Do you think my ancestors built a 700-foot wall of ice to keep out snow and savages? What does it keep out?
Death.
Death.
This is already better exposition than season 8. Just for the record. This is good stuff.
I have thousands of greybeards who have already seen too many winters.
Old men.
They are
Yes.
well honed. So they're old.
Well honed.
I can ready them to march at once.
If your greybeards can fight, the Queen will have them.
They will fight hard, like Northerners.
That's a good thing.
A raven's arrived. Urgent news from Dragonstone.
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Targaryen theme. That's a cool little thing they got dug into the mountain. The little.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a landing platform. You know, like,
Right.
kind of reminds me
Well,
of what, episode 2, when you know, because I'm a youngin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
landing platform.
Take your
Just-
mount again. We're flying out.
I alone patrol over 100 miles of open sea, endlessly, to hold the blockade. Maelys must gorge and rest, as must I.
We're going to King's Landing,
To what end?
killing Vhagar. I cannot face that hoary old bitch alone.
Yeah.
With my dragon and
So-
yours together, we can.
So everyone knows that the Vhagar is the game changer, no matter
Mhm.
what.
And also the Violator. The one who changed everything.
Aegon or Aemon. Aemon, really. Aemon, really.
Yeah. It would, well, because Aemon lost control of Vhagar.
Oh, Vhagar. Right.
Yeah. And so
Dragon.
but both are
Dragon. The wet dragon.
yeah. And when you lose your nerve, Aemond, even though you have a very strong chin and an eye patch, you kind of
And
got
you look cool.
yeah, he does look cool. You kind of took the back seat of a giant dragon who said, "Well, you know what? If you're not going to do something, I'm going to."
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of how I read that. God, that's good TV. I said this while watching this. I was like, God, this is good TV.
Kill Vhagar and her rider.
You're good. You're good. You're good. No need to rush. We have plenty of time, sir. Plenty of time. Apparently, Tyler's watching the NBA Finals like a homo.
He is a Dallas fan, so his boys are there. So
Yeah, that's what I said. Homo.
whatever.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Some people like sports. It's okay.
Dude, I love me some sports. I don't cheer for Dallas because that's for homos. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Son.
All right, jokes aside. Jokes are done.
Was this the Queen's
The
command?
Queen remains absent. I should be at Harrenhal bending knees, but I must instead remain here to wage her war.
Or perhaps more simply, to await her return.
She has been gone for days. Too long. She is exposed.
She is grieving.
The mother grieves as the Queen shirks her duties.
It was a raven that brought me news of Lena's death. I existed for weeks, in torment, refusing to believe what I'd been told. It was only when I saw my daughter's mortal remains that I could begin to...
She got to him.
Well, I look at it as, look, you're not a woman. You don't understand this grieving process. This is something she needs to do. But Damon also has a point that war is starting. You need to be here. So you get these two mixings here, and it's not always the easiest place now to be.
No, it's not. But Damon does find, because of this conversation, he finds a little more ground. We'll just say that, and because I don't want to spoil it.
Warn her. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it because
he won't look at Rhaenys because it's starting to sink in that his sadness turned to anger, and now he's sad again. Because he did care. He did care about those kids because he loves Rhaenyra.
That's never in doubt.
No, it's not. No, but it's like, because there are people who are like going, oh, well, Damon's just like a war monster. He just wants to. No, he is severely loyal to his family.
She was a fool to go alone.
Right.
What if Aemond would happen upon her?
then I would pity Aemond.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen was wise to recuse herself. She's not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. Facts.
Not wrong.
Fly with me. It is a command.
Would that you were the king.
You have no power here.
Nope.
Oh, Syrax. Oh, Syrax.
Yeah.
Syrax is sad. Syrax is sad. And that's Storm's End.
I'll say this. She is the star of this episode.
Oh, yeah.
She holds the most ground by far of captivating the whole entire thing.
I think the entire cast does a fine job.
Oh, it's incredible. Hey, love it.
Love it.
I said that. I'm just kidding. No, so I actually wanted to kind of address this a little bit because I think the whole entire cast does an incredible job. Of course, Matt Smith is still top of the bill, but Emma Darcy, she got elevated in the ranks of the titles because this episode, she pulls her weight like it's going out of style. It's very emotional, to be honest.
There were some very emotional scenes, yes.
All right, so we are coming back from the sandstones, right?
Stepstones.
Stepstones. Damn it. Oh. I'm gonna skip forward. We have Lord Corlys. He is right here.
My lord.
This guy's name is Alan.
Hmm.
My lord.
It's a marvel she was able to return from the Stepstones at all.
Barely done, but done. 7 more ships put out to sea this morning to fortify the blockade. The gullet is vast, and we're not like to have the numbers to cover all that open water.
I must have my ship back at sea to lead the effort.
It'll be many weeks yet. I'd wager. But I'll have a word with my brother. The see what reinforcements the shipwrights can muster.
There we go.
The smithy delivered this earlier. My lord.
I had this commission for Prince Lucerys.
Oh,
I was very sorry to hear about your heir's death. It was the blackest of treacheries. Pardon, my lord. If it will please you, much to do.
They tell me that you're the one that dragged my body out of the sea.
It was only my duty.
I am indebted to you, Alan.
Mind your post! Keep your focus, men!
on the walls. The archers ready. Got some scorpions there.
Yep.
That is Sir Auric, not Eric.
Yep.
Hold!
That's Vagar.
Stand down!
That's a big ass bitch.
Yeah. Putts.
Oh,
Where is your Harris?
Attending his lessons.
And those aware?
What do you need of him?
Taken into the small council. He'll be king one day. He must begin his instruction.
What if he does not want to be king?
Where is he?
The library. You must not interrupt his custom.
so who? Aegon was the child he was looking at first. That is Jaehaera, Prince Jaehaerys' twin sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so right now he's like, so he wants to bring his 4-year-old into a small council meeting. That's cute. And
Also,
then,
the person he didn't want to marry was his sister, and he
Right.
did.
right. Well, he was that they were married and already had a child in episode 8 of last season, somewhere around there.
Did they show that?
Mm,
Okay.
I believe
Must
so.
have. Anyway, yes. He married his sister, and it's
Yeah.
one of the reasons that Aemond has made fun of Aegon, because quite frankly, Aemond is basically a loose cannon. He gets to do what he wants. And
Well, second sons generally have less expectations.
true,
It's
except
on
for
that
this one, has a lot of expectations about himself that we'll
I'm
see.
afraid.
Don't be. They'd be fools to come with Vhagar protecting the city.
Not the dragons. The rats.
God, she's good. Fuck, she's
the
good.
rats. The rats.
The rats.
The Queen is an enduring mystery. Is she not?
What is
Hey,
up,
Dempsey?
Dempsey? She's an enduring mystery. I'm gonna skip this part. I can show this because there's nothing to be shown. But the Queen,
The Queen is getting some work done on her.
yeah,
She's getting some work done on the undercarriage.
yeah, from none other than Captain Loser, Sir
Captain
Christopher.
Captain Cuck.
There's a chill in the air.
Which I'm like, okay, Kristen. So you
Someone
banged
ran
the
through.
air, and now you're banging the Queen. I mean, you're consistent. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
It's that white cloth is so black at this point. And then she's like, "We can't do it again." And then guess what? Later on, they do it again.
Yeah, well,
We're expected at the small council, Your Grace.
oh, okay, good to know.
She's like, nothing. I got nothing.
Thank you, Dempsey. Thank you.
We cannot. Again.
She did. And before this.
Yes, Your Grace.
He's like, yeah, I have heard this. No, before. I heard before.
If you wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
The doggy.
So we have a rat trapper.
Right.
Thus.
His name is Cheese.
Yes. Thus the rats. All right. So the
Yes.
small council is to convene. We have Aegon coming in.
Odds. Mother? What news?
Our letters to the Vale and to the north continue to go unanswered.
Can't.
Your mother just got serviced by the dude who's standing to your left. Oh.
The Stormlands should be ours after Prince Aemon's marriage pact to the Lady Floris Baratheon. I anticipate their sworn declaration.
My brother is raising the strength of the West to master the Golden Tooth, but we...
He's like that little fucker.
Thank you, my prince. That's very helpful.
My nephew, Lord Ormond,
Again,
musters his
again,
forces
he's
to
four.
sully forth.
He's 4. He's fucking retarded. He's a kid. He has no idea.
From Old Town.
Right.
They expect to march quickly, meeting little resistance until they reach the Riverlands.
My letters to Rhaenyra. Has there been any answer?
An apology for her dead son?
None, Your Grace. Between that and their blockade of the gullet, we must presume that the princess has refused the offered terms, and that war is now inevitable.
Perhaps Your Grace might lend his voice to our outreach.
This fucking guy.
Okay, so I want to address this, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is just how I've been hearing other folks talking about this, folks who have read the books and know a lot more about this than I do. Aegon is Aegon is a rebel. He's raising his son to kind of be rebellious as well, but once Aegon was born, Viserys, because of his age and his health condition, was the more or less like, okay, that box is checked. That box is checked off now. I have a son. Everything will take care. That'll just take care of itself. Where Aegon is actually, engaged in the rearing of his son. Maybe not doing it the best way, but wants to he's more playful and do whatnot, being the father that he didn't have. Just a thought.
I can actually see that. Yeah, I can see that. He's still very naive. With that being said, but
Well,
I don't. But I mean, given his age, like, what's he supposed to be, like 19 at this
maybe,
point? Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. So, just
In hopes that new terms might be negotiated.
Release it at once. Would someone please?
Is the heir to the throne bothering you, Thailand?
No. No, not in the least, Your Grace.
Because I think he wants a ride.
Your Grace.
A ride?
A pony ride. Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
Your Grace. There are important matters to discuss. Despite Sir Tyland's interruptions.
Very well.
Thanks, Mom. The killer of fun over here.
No time for amusements, Thailand.
Your Grace.
Off you go, Jaehaerys.
Goodbye.
Where were we?
Rhaenyra's blockade has placed King's Landing under strain, and those pressures will multiply quickly.
Well, we should have just killed her when we had the chance.
Regrettably, the opportunity for surprise has been lost, and with it, the chance to end this conflict quickly.
There's just so much,
the-
just like You talk us around as Aegon goes, well, we should have killed her when we. Well, yeah, unfortunately, we were delayed on that, and surprise is no longer an option. Thanks.
Also, at the same
And then
time, you could have been fried like a fucking sausage by your aunt.
That's not really how they're thinking right now. They're I think it's even.
I mean, but that's how the other side was thinking, because we're getting the same things, like going shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like what why not?
Right.
Yeah, it's like the what aboutism. Actual what aboutism, not like that nonsense on Twitter where everybody's like, "What about this?"
The board before us.
If we are to break the Sea Snake's blockade, we will need to bolster both the Lannister and Hightower navies.
We do have need for a new master of ships. We could offer the title to the young Lord Dalton Greyjoy.
Aemon.
And
What is your
Captain
business
Asswipe.
Hey,
You do not have a seat at this council.
Aemond is my closest blood and our best sword. I welcome him.
Path to King's Landing is through the Riverlands. We must establish a toehold there. At Harrenhal.
The River Lords will either declare for me, or they will meet Vhagar and Sunfire together. And we can burn the blockade while we're at it.
Rhaenyra has dragons as well.
Mine are bigger.
If we loose the dragons to war, there'll be no calling them back. We must
One
proceed cautiously.
is larger.
Fat old
Uno.
One is larger. One. Granted, it is Vhagar, but
Yeah.
one.
And as an Adam Sandler movie loves to say, "That's a huge bitch." She's big.
will either raise my banner or see his burn. We should fly to River Run.
You are the king, Your Grace. You must not put yourself at risk.
And Vhagar is needed here to deter Rhaenyra from...
Ugh. Like, this is the moment to me when I realized that probably that he realized his mom was being humped by a dude. He's like going, oh.
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Dude, I think Aemond had figured it out by the mid episode of this.
No.
Bro, come on.
No.
Aemon's smart. He's smarter than Aegon. We'll see.
I still don't think.
in retribution for the death of her son.
Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. We mustn't compound
Facts.
them.
Facts.
You've already demonstrated your might, Your Grace. We must now favor patience and restraint I send ravens by the hour. Many and more houses will declare for you in time. History and precedent will come to your side.
Good morning, Your Grace.
Good morrow, Lord Laris.
Oh, this
I have come out
Laris
to have a word
Strong.
before the small council.
Love it says, I like this guy. Are you? You're not talking about the same person because you literally just said this as the scene transition. So I don't think you're talking about Captain Feet. If only Tyler was here, he'd be all about the feet.
Well, the character. Well, the character, maybe.
Convened, but your handmaiden said that you were indisposed.
Yeah, she was having her box
So now-
munched.
Well, so then this is why this is interesting, because Laris is like, so I've routed out all the opposition spies within the castle, and your personal staff is now, I've picked them personally. And he's also said, alluding to that you were indisposed. So Laris knows what's going on. And he's handpicked her handmaidens who are going to report back to him at all times. So basically, his eyes are in your room at all times, dear.
Pretty much. Without cameras. So whenever she's getting hit in the back by like a ketchup bottle.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I have completed questioning the whole of the castle staff. They produced rather interesting details, but I am satisfied I have exposed all who betrayed our trust.
See, that sounds healthy and not toxic at all.
And what of them?
Love says she's going to listen and wind down.
Right.
I've chosen your new staff personally.
They see everything.
Right,
Especially eyebrow. Especially eyebrows. Like, Jesus. Her eyebrows
unibrow?
could kill. Yeah. They could freaking clear glass. Welcome to being a hostage.
Well, welcome to just being in a surveillance, under surveillance constantly. And then she's like, get out. Get out. Out.
Y'all get out.
I'll do this. Get out.
Give me that.
Your Grace?
Just leave me.
Get out.
Just leave me.
So they all leave, and we come to this where it gets starts to get a little sad. Oh shit, dude! What is
There
up,
he
buddy?
is.
How you doing?
Doing good. I think she's rubbing the wrong spot if she's trying to get rid of the stench of coal off her.
Right? Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
My goodness.
So, do you know Cole's got a new book coming out? His life story, Kristen Cole's life story. It's called A Feast of Queens.
I figured it'd be called Second Best for All Eternity. Like, I mean, dude's literally like he's literally up at bat, and then they're like going, "Go away, go away."
Dempsey, I'm glad you're here, because I have to pee, and I'll be right back.
That's Mr. Grant, but okay, Dempsey could be here too if he wants. What's up, Mr. G? How you doing, man?
Good, mate. And yourself?
Oh, not too shabby. We're just pounding through this one. Maybe I should have used better terms. Yeah.
Oh, at least you made a choice.
I did. Dempsey says, "Glad that I can help." Oh, yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. So Rhaenyra has been searching tirelessly.
Still pretty lucky to find it looking over a hill.
It's a dragon wing, and then all of a sudden, it's a dragon. It's like dragon wing, dragon in the sky.
Probably not related.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It's a wing. Dragon!
Skidding to a stop. I do kind of like this though. The dismount's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was smooth.
It's a little Dukes of Hazzard. I kind of like it. That being said, saw a little clipping. Maybe it's just me again. So yeah, the smooth dismount. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit because you see this. This, in my opinion, is going to pull people to her cause because the common folk are seeing this.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people that'll say that they found the dragon and that the dragon and her wept for the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing that, because a lot of them might necessarily know what happened with the battle and everything. So,
and
let's hope
again,
no one makes any other rash decisions that could change their mind to the free folk.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Dumbass. God, what the fuck was... All right, we'll get there. Oh, sorry. Well, the pop-ups. All of a sudden.
Sorry, man. My audio is went out. I can't hear a thing.
You're good. You actually sound spot on.
King of the Andals and the Roynar and the first.
Okay, the audio of this cut out.
Oh, is that what
Andals and the Roynar and the first men. Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and protector of the realm. Hail King Aegon!
The magnanimous.
Dude, I think it's a StreamYard issue because you said you were having audio problems. I had audio problems with sharing the audio for the episode earlier.
Yeah, like I went completely silent. I couldn't hear anything. I saw your thing move, like you were talking, but I didn't hear a single thing.
StreamYards.
Your Grace.
No Grace.
Let's have the first petition, my good Lord Hand.
All right, so quite frankly, this is all bureaucratic. It's stupid. Basically, Otto gets involved and says, "Hey, you know what? You know that what the fuck? That Otto basically says that you know we need the provisions for the dragons and for the war and stuff like that, and it's just he undermines Aegon.
Well, it's also because Aegon was never taught any of this because remember he wasn't supposed to rule.
Exactly.
So when he's like, why can't we just give them back? He's like, well, we can't. It's like, no, well, he won't tell anyone. It's like, dude, you got a giant room full of people.
Yeah.
You think it's not going to get around?
Right. So Otto, this is just showing that Aegon is in over his head.
Yes.
And it's also showing. It also starts to show a rift between him and Otto.
Yes.
Correct.
So, which could lay the groundwork for someone to sneakily come in and suggest something. Maybe, I don't know. Just all hypotheticals.
Maybe
You
my
mean
I was only a
Maybe-
boy
right-
when
right about
Daenerys
here?
lost Grace to see, but you brought forth memories of him.
Yeah,
and
as I said,
it was such a deft
hypotheticals.
touch with the small folk, just as your father did.
hypothetically
Mother.
speaking.
Well, I skipped it because it was just Aegon being inexperienced, thinking
That
like,
being
oh,
said,
well, let's
there
give
was-
this. Yeah.
There was one cool part in there where we get introduced to Hugh Hammer.
Right.
So the blacksmith there, he has a really big part later on, and yeah. Let's just say that he's a much bigger player than you think.
Okay.
For those who don't know,
He's kind of the head of what would be the guild of blacksmiths. It seems like he's the one who's asking, like, if we're going to fight your war, we need to, iron is more.
well,
Go
let's
ahead.
just say
He's
he
the shop steward.
yeah, his role gets even bigger. Some might
Yeah.
even say almost royal.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment for a quiet word? Tis the hand's want to keep a firm grip on things. You controlled your father the same way. Sarah's had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
I would think, as we find ourselves standing within a hair's breadth of war, that you would wish to be viewed differently.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, Your Grace.
Mm-hmm.
And your great grandfathers.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha.
That part I didn't know.
I requested an audience hours ago.
Hours.
Many.
You're the Dowager Queen now, not the Queen. I don't have to listen to you.
Kind
I
of,
find
yeah.
myself wondering, do we pursue the same end?
I must admit there are days where I myself can't be sure.
I shall tell you mine. It's victory.
And how would you define victory?
Rhaenyra bending the knee, and Aegon sitting the Iron Throne in peace, as Viserys wished.
Well, if that's how you describe it, then we are aligned.
Then be my ally.
I am.
An ally would not repeatedly cut my legs from beneath me at that table of men. I sit there and I feel your anger.
Frustration. These critical days since Viserys' passing haven't gone to plan.
That's not my fault. My sons both see you as the great example. The hand to 3 kings. Aegon is ever eager to prove himself, and Aemond is angry. Rhaenyra's son took his eye and was never punished for it. What he did, however vicious.
The caprice of youth.
They're not children anymore.
No, they're not.
What was done was a heinous act. And the fact that Otto cannot reconcile that is where he loses. Despite the differences.
Can only hope.
Aemon erred. But he is fiercely loyal. He wishes to please.
And Aegon still heeds me, in private at least. But if you undermine my voice, both those boys will grow deaf to it.
That is a fact.
Do you not think that's his plan, woman?
Well, of course it is. This is Otto.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen it that way.
We only need to mind Aegon until the novelty of rule is spent. Once he tires of it, you and I can steer our course to victory.
A fine strategy, daughter. But you must accept that the path to victory now is one of violence.
I know it. but that does not mean it must be wanton.
No.
Correct.
That's Rhaenyra's theme, right?
No, that's the that's just a Targaryen theme.
Okay. All right. I was wrong. Well, it was 1 or 2, so took a shot.
Search the hold for stowaways!
Search the hole for somebody.
Just anyone who's not supposed to be there, and they find someone who's not supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Hello, White Worm.
Yep.
When last we met, there were 2 of you.
The White Worm.
Did you think I would wither in your absence?
I did not think you would flower a traitor.
You speak of highborn games. I am commonborn.
How long have you been selling secrets to Otto Hightower?
As long as he had gold to pay for them.
Who sent you fleeing from King's Landing?
Yeah.
Such disrespect.
I mean, it's a transactional relationship.
You put Aegon on the throne.
That was the Hightower's conspiracy. I merely profited from knowing Aegon's movements.
But you delivered him.
He would have returned home eventually for gold and for respite, as he always does. I simply sped the business along.
Business that ended with the theft of the Queen's throne and the murder of her son.
You only blame me because your true enemies are out of reach.
So in the book, this is different. She's not on Dragonstone. She's still in King's Landing this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry about that, man. I thought I muted it. Paused it. I kind of ran over you. So keep going.
Yeah. So in the original book, she's still in King's Landing. Because the events that happened later on in the episode, she's the one that facilitated it all. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens now, because she ends up being captured, which now is going to be impossible for it to happen because she's over there. So they're doing a lot of little changes that have big ramifications later on.
Gotcha.
So they seem to be flopping some of the changes. I'm sorry, not flopping, switching some of the changes. Like she was captured later, but now she's been captured here by the black, not the greens.
Yeah, so with the events that happen later on, once we get to it, we can talk about it. But the events that happen later on, she's the one that sets it up. She's the one that does everything. Daemon doesn't come back. It's all done by Raven, because Daemon's off taking Harrenhal and doing other stuff at the moment while this is all going on. And then she gets captured and then gets freed later on in the story.
Okay.
So
there's also meant to be a big switch that doesn't happen in this season. I won't say what it is. We talked about it, I believe, last week.
Yeah.
Where there is a book change. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's just say you can't have a black character in Game of Thrones if there's already a black character.
Yeah.
No loyalty to him. Certainly do not now. Otto Hightower was to me as I am to your noble ilk, fodder to be cast off.
What else do you know of him, his plans?
Little and less.
She's still pretty hot, I don't care.
I possess nothing of value to you, Damon.
I mean, you hose her off a little bit. She looks good.
Nah, you got to keep it dirty. Make it fun.
She's sweaty.
Yeah, she will be.
No, she looks sweaty right now.
I have that effect
G.
on women.
You go to jail.
Have her moved to the cells. She is to be treated as a traitor to the crown.
Forgive me, my prince, but the lady speaks the truth. She was no agent of the Hightowers.
What is it to you?
A matter of honor.
Was it honor that made you stand by and watch as the Hightowers usurped the throne? You and your traitorous twin?
No, my prince. I'm shamed by it. That's why I abandoned the King's Guard and my brother and came here.
I don't care. Aegon was in your grasp. You should have killed him yourself.
I reckon our names of the King's Guard are just 8 and 10. And we swore the same oath to defend the whole of the royal family.
Including
so what were we
you.
to do when they turn against one another?
Best comeback against Daemon.
Right?
He's got nothing. He's just like, whoop, fuck.
Well,
you can see him looking up. He's just like, shit. He's like, that's true.
Well,
I don't like your answer.
Rhaenyra flies in just in time.
Yeah. That's a gorgeous shot, too.
It is.
Queen of the Andals, and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lady of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Did you find what you needed?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your counsel stands at the ready, Your Grace. I will fly to Harrenhal at your command and set our toehold in the Riverlands.
Your Grace, my Lord Husband's blockade of the gullet moves into place. All seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing will soon be cut off.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
Simple.
Her only lines in the entire episode.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But
Four
done
words.
well.
Yeah.
I want Aemon Targaryen. Yeah. She's getting all this information. Okay, cool. I want revenge. I want revenge. I want this guy killed. Simple. To the point.
Yeah. Pretty much. And this look is what launches Daemon to do what he does. Because again,
oh yeah,
Daemon defends his family viciously, even if they don't want him to do so in the same way. She literally delivers the best line in the whole show.
Let's have a little chat here, Misty.
Yep.
In your years as merchant of gossip, you surely accumulated spies within the Red Keep, so...
I mean, I think I could feel the power of 1, 2, 3 kind of falls off though.
But not the power of many.
Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling the power of many right now. God damn it. The fact, again, House of the Dragon is smoking something that's supposed to be like going, oh, this is a great show. Like going, what are you doing?
Something that costs more money than it. Just remember that as well.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, there are 2 Acolyte riders in this thing?
That's possible.
Well, they were the good ones. They were the good ones. Or they got better with Disney bullshit. And then they're like, oh, House of the Dragon. We love it. The audience score is so far out of skew. It's not even funny. I kind of wish Lily was here because she was talking about that. Apparently, that we didn't get the notice to review bomb House of the Dragon season 2 episode 1. You know why?
Right.
Because it's good.
Right.
All right.
I don't know. You sound like a toxic fan.
Damn it. I am a toxic fan. Also a man baby.
Your words, not
You
mine.
knew the comings and goings.
Oh, sorry.
no,
I'm sorry. As a friend, I agree. So that's what you're looking for? Yes.
Hold on. Dempsey says Eileen Shim and Charmaine DeGret are the 2. Well, apparently they're talented.
Well,
or
she's the
for now.
She's the one that wrote the Power of Many episode, the last one.
Right. Again, they're giving a assignment. Write this based on these story notes.
That's true. That's a good point. It's a good point.
Scheme with someone else, Damon. I was once in your thrall, but no longer.
A transaction then.
She's like, you used to test my
Knowledge
butthole,
in
but now you don't
exchange for
anymore.
Freedom.
What's I mean, I did it. Why not?
I'd hit that more.
Oh, this scene is good.
It's a good scene.
Yeah.
Just no words. Doesn't need any words.
This one actually got me misty. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I have a heart. Joker's like gay.
Your Grace. Lady Jane Arryn has pledged her support.
No,
in
it's just
exchange
Mom.
for a dragon to guard the veil. And Lord Kraken Stark has promised 2,000 men.
Oh. He was being a good son, and now he's just a brother. That's a beautiful scene. Absolutely beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Not only has the actor's hair grown over the past 2 days in the story, but he's become a much better actor.
Correct, exactly.
Where
You're
did
a
he get that
monster.
lock of hair? That's crazy.
Damn it, Grant. I thought the same thing, but I was like, I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like all down in the chest and,
In the cockles.
you're a monster.
I've been called worse.
Yes. Right?
And stay in a high tower.
Imagine calling your mom your Grace. I mean, that's weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Except if you're a royal, then that's the way. It's just a title.
I know, but even in, let's say, in England,
So you don't respect your mother enough to talk to her by a proper title.
Yes, I call her mom. I call her mom. She's mom.
But that's not her title.
No, she's mom. That's
So
her actual title.
Everyone calls her mum.
No.
But then it's not her title.
Well, she's my mom, so that's
Yeah.
my title for her.
Yeah, it's your title then. not
Well,
hers.
no wonder the royal family fell. Jesus Christ. I kid.
If my mum was the queen, I'd have the respect to give her proper title.
And her title would be?
Your Grace. Your
Your
Majesty.
Grace.
Me ma. Depending on
Ma.
where we are. Ma. That's your title.
Ma.
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 Dempsey says,
Hey, Ma.
Mater Familias?
Ma. Where's the meatloaf?
Oh, that's funny. All right, so we are. There's a shift.
Okay, so knowing what I know from Mr. Grant here, this scene is really trying to paint Alicent as sympathetic and caring, when we really know she is a heartless cunt.
Yeah, so it's all because this scene and this area thing, this isn't something that was talked about in the book. This was a show thing. It explains why they must go through so much wax. I mean, my God, how many candles were there? That was crazy.
Right.
But even when she does do the lighting of the thing, she's extremely hesitant to do it. But people are like, "Oh, she cares." I'm just like, no. I think she just feels like she's obligated.
Mm.
It didn't hit me the same way it hit a lot of people. So
Yeah, I'm sitting the opposite on this one. Because then again, the show is canonical compared to the book because the book is a mess. And quite frankly, I haven't read it, but I have the Cliff Notes, and it seems that they're retreading history, right? So like the book is like going, go away.
yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What? I'm just kidding.
Valerie Florence.
Okay, really quick, who is that?
That's a mum.
Grant?
That's a mum.
Okay, because that's what I checked, and I thought my mother had I thought her mom was from another house.
Love it has to go.
Good night, love it.
I love it.
Okay, so that was my guess. That was my guess that was her mom, and then I looked it up, but I couldn't find anything that pinned down what the mother's name was.
So they said it was, yeah, it was mentioned earlier on, but I can't fully remember the house.
Okay.
Because it was a political marriage the Hightowers did.
Right.
So, because in the books it's unknown, but they have mentioned it in the TV series, the name.
Okay.
So yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, his betrothed is. She's upset. She's sad.
Sarah's Targaryen.
Look at those smoldering eyes. That guy's definitely going to get laid. Okay, so in the books, what happens here? Joffrey, after he throws the toys, he gets the shits. He gets on his dragon. He says he's going to go kill Aemon, and he flies off.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he swears a blood vengeance on him.
Okay, well, but isn't Joffrey a little young? Isn't Joffrey a little young in this image right here to be?
Yes,
jumping on a dragon?
that's the weird thing. Like he starts riding his dragon at 5 or 6. I can't remember what the age was.
Wow, Tyraxis, wow.
Yeah, so, but yeah, that's a problem. When they focus on just a couple of characters, all the other side characters just become background noise. And then they throw them in there, and they're like, "You remember this person that we saw 4 episodes ago? Time to care."
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm worried that they're going to be doing for the rest of the season.
I don't think that's what they're going to do. No, I think they're building up to the both sides of this, and yes, Alicent is shown caring until
See, I think so again. I think that's a show thing, because from what we've learned about Alicent, this is a show, a retcon that Alicent is one of the worst in this whole
Yeah,
whole thing.
they're humanizing both Rhaenyra and Alicent a lot with it.
Well, see, that's the thing is that the book is basically a cliff note. It's like
the thing of it is the book was written by her. The book was written by her people. That was the thing. It was written to put her in the best.
It was written by 3 unreliable characters.
It was written by 2 people that were there, and then there was the true revision that was done years later.
My whole point is that this is the cliff notes of literally Rings of Power. Like their flesh, Rings of Power did it wrong. They're doing it right for House of the Dragon. Does that make sense? So like you have the cliff notes of a book. Everybody knows the book sucks, and it's unreliable. They're making this canonically reliable.
I understand that.
The point.
I understand that. I would rather Alicent be a bitch.
She is a bitch.
Mm.
No, she's a bitch. But she has empathy and love for her friend. They grew up together. Now, after what happens after this,
right. Okay.
So,
right.
I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know. Just giving you shit, dude.
Moving on.
Yeah, we're going on. No,
Damon comes into town. I'll be right back.
You're leaving now?
I'm gonna have some cancer. Shut up already.
Well, don't have cancer. It's bad for you.
Commander. Never gone
So,
for long.
This the guard that's here, he actually loses his gold cloak because he beats a whore to death after he doesn't want to pay her for sex. Damon is actually the one that removes his cloak from him, and they've done a little bit of a retcon because they brought him in to it. That's the reason why he was willing to do anything for money, because he works just as a butcher now.
I mean, who hasn't beaten a whore for sex?
To death.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten to death, but I've beaten some whores. So
that's fair enough. It's 3rd day boot camp, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you go to the strip club outside the base. They're like, find a whore, get her to sleep with you, and then you beat her and don't pay her.
Don't pay her first, and then when she complains, that's it. Hoorah.
Oh, yeah, no, they in the US they always ask for money after the fact. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. So you ask for a try before you buy system.
Yeah.
So that works.
Yeah. I heard the White Worm was dead. Echoes told me you're a betting man.
This guy.
Pits. Dogs.
I know my way into the
Bones.
castle. This part bothered me so much. And I'm going to skip to the fact of why it bothered me. And I'm sure that everybody else is going to think so. So again, they bribe him, get into the castle. We need to kill Aemond.
Well, the line that he also uses, he knows that like the shape of his own cock. That was a
Yeah.
line that Mushroom said
All right.
about him.
All right.
What if we can't?
I'll win. You should be leading the van, and I should be flying cover on Vega. No castle would dare to raise Rhaenyra's banner against us. We would bring the whole of the Crown lands to heel in weeks.
Well, mayhaps we could petition the king privately to
Mayhaps
send
we
us out.
should.
Rosby and Stokeworth, small castles right in the shadow of King's Landing. They would not want to.
What is up there, D-Day? Haven't seen you in a while, man.
What's going on, D-Day, you big slut?
Yeah, hope you're doing good, man. So is there talking about the fact that they're going to conspire and basically that he calls his mom a fool?
Angry.
Which is all
Angry.
all new
She
stuff.
blames me.
This didn't happen in the book, but I don't mind this because I feel like it's showing a lot more of a character that I like. So
Yeah, I think it fits.
there
You know,
is
because
one really disturbing thing that happens here that I thought about before. So Kristen Cole earlier on that day was doing what with his mother.
he
You know,
was clapping cheeks.
Well, yeah, no, well, he was muff diving, as they call it, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, but then he's drinking out of a wine glass, and then he stands up and leaves, and then when the other person comes in, he drinks out of the same wine glass. And we didn't see him
Ew.
brush his teeth at all. Yeah.
Also at the same time, yeah, no. So literally, Aemond is basically just he doesn't look at Allison as his mother. He's like going, Allison's a fool. You know, she has love for the enemy. So
Well, I mean,
So-
that's the thing. He's the spare. There's the heir, and then there was the spare. He's the
Yep.
spare.
Me for starting this war, after she plotted with my father's council to usurp his throne.
Facts.
Her grace speaks with two tongues.
Simp!
She has a gentle heart.
Simp!
And Rhaenyra is a cunning spider. Long ago, she drew Allison into her web. Intoxicated her.
Dude, you
It is
fucking
not your
low.
mother's
Stop.
fault.
Yeah.
She holds love for our enemy.
This is the reason that I say that Aemon knows what's going on, because his face just doesn't change.
His face never changes.
No,
I
it's
am
true.
not buying that. I'm not buying
I'm just saying we may find out later that he knew the whole entire time.
that. I think
That,
Laris knows. I think Laris has an
oh, of course.
idea, but I don't think Aemon knows.
Aemon's pretty smart. He's
smart,
very
but-
vindictive.
Yeah, but not toward his mom yet.
Well, he doesn't call her mom. He calls her Alicent.
Yeah.
He says Alicent has love for our enemy. He doesn't call her
Yeah.
mom. Kristen Cole calls your mom.
That makes her a fool.
Grandfather.
Lord Hand.
Also, shout out too. The lighting is much better. It really is.
Return to your post, Lord Commander. I must have a word with the prince.
Oh, he will. Oh, he'll return to his post. All right.
Yeah.
It would concern me, grandson, if plans were being considered beyond the ears of your king and his hand.
First time in the series, these two have actually had a conversation too.
Understand, I was
Correct.
young once
I
myself.
only wish to serve my king and my house.
You and Vega The greatest single power in the realm. If it wasn't obvious before, it certainly is now.
Don't drink
But
out
there
of
are
it.
many pieces at play here. Some of which you can't yet see.
Because
I
of your
promise you,
eye.
Raymond, you will have all the vengeance that you seek, but you must keep
I
a
thought that
grip
too.
on your
I thought that
impulses.
too. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of shitty, but
We
you
both
know.
know that your brother cannot.
In the books, after he comes back from killing Luke and everything, he Otto yells at him. He says, "You only lost one eye. How could you be so blind?"
Wow.
That was a line that he used because he was upset that that he was killed because he knows what that means for the realm.
Real quick, Dempsey says, by the way, prayers for Sir Ian McKellen. He fell during at an on-stage performance. It was a fight scene. He's in good spirits at the hospital.
I didn't even hear about that.
I didn't either.
I know.
Also, at the same time, he should probably not be doing fight scenes at his age. Even on Broadway.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. I'm skipping forward because this is the part that really irked the Fraggle Rock out of me. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
My nephew's already taken that one.
They crossed the throne room.
I need
Right.
to do both.
Okay.
My mother and
Right.
grandsire.
I'm going to ask this.
Mind me like
Okay, so
some
this
helpless duckling.
this just kind of shows. This just kind of shows
My brother at least
Aegon
knows his place.
as
He's
a
as loyal
human.
as a
That
hound.
he's
I
that
can
this is
set him
what he
and the
does. He
dragon
likes to
on
hang.
my foot.
He likes to drink. He likes to talk to his boys. This is just friends hanging out. I want to ask this, Grant. So, Rhaenyra said she wanted Aemond, and
Correct.
he gives instructions to Blood and Cheese to go after Aemond, and then Cheese says, "Well, what if we can't find him?" Did Daemon put this in their heads because Daemon wants to provoke full out war?
I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like when it comes to Daemon, how he's been portrayed in the series, all the conflicts that have happened around him, we've never actually seen. We've never seen him do the air for the day. We never seen him sleep with Rhaenyra and all the stuff that he got blamed for and everything like that.
Right.
It all happens off screen, and this is just another one of those things. Also, when you're saying it's weird that they walked across the throne room and no one said anything, I don't know if you realize this, but Cheese has been in this episode 3 or 4 times already.
Right.
And you just don't notice him. Yeah. He was also in there with the dog earlier.
Right, and then these two, I said at the end of episode 5 of season 1, the very last image, the way you see in the Great Hall after the feast and the pummeling of Laenor's friend, there's this little pool.
It's a blood and a rat.
And I said foreshadowing.
Yeah.
And that's these two.
Well, it gets fucking weirder.
Set a trap.
Huh? Set a trap.
Appearances. I'll search the next room.
These fucking bozos.
I thought the part that you were going to say, the part that pissed you off, was when he said, I know my way around this place, and then he gets there and he's like, I don't know what's up there.
Look, it's eyebrows.
Eyebrows McGee. So this whole thing, that the fact that 1, they were noticed, and 2, nothing happens because of it. It's also really weird that there are no guards around.
Yeah.
Do you think that's do you think that was set up because maybe the person who's in charge of the guards, I don't know, like the head, the white cloak, was telling him not to hang around this floor for a few hours?
I mean, maybe. I don't know at this point. You're muted.
I mean, he is the guy in charge, and he might have said, "Hey guys, take a walk."
Because
Could
out
be.
of the 7 King's Guards that are there, 3 of them are over with Rhaenyra. They defected over there. We saw 2 in the throne room. One
Correct.
is we don't know where, and the other one, let's just say he's preoccupied.
At his post.
Yep.
Posting.
He's
at his
posting.
post.
Very posting.
Stay still.
Who the fuck is she?
She's the queen, she is.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
Over there.
No, she looks like a dragon dreamer.
So this is now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Aegon and Helena are supposed to have 3 children: the 2 twins, and the youngest son, Aelon. Is that his name?
No, it's Maelor.
Maelor. Okay, so this is where, if you know, and you feel kind of gypped in this scene.
Because of how it plays out, and
right, yes,
her character moving forward is based purely and simply on what happens in this room and what she does.
Correct.
And without that, a lot of what happens later on with her character doesn't make any sense. And we already saw something to disprove that already.
Right.
We'll see something. So we'll see something in this one. But not only that, once it plays out, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's this is literally the finale, the final moments of the episode.
Do you have subtitles on?
The subtitles are actually skittish on this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right. No, I'm just saying, because when it comes to the scene, they do describe what's happening in the subtitles.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
Let me see if maybe it's just a glitch at the beginning of the episode. We'll see. All right, here we go.
We need to get our head and get out.
Yeah.
They both look the same. Which one's a boy?
Maybe that one.
Well, look for a cock.
The mother knows.
Do anything but what I ask, and I'll bleed the whole lot of you. Which?
I have a necklace. It's of great value.
That's not a son.
Okay, so in the book, the way this is told, they're holding both the boys. They have Jaehaerys and the Maelor. Now their orders are a son for a son. So they tell Helena, pick one.
She offers herself up, and then that's where the line is like. She says, "That's not a son. A mother isn't a son."
Right.
And then he says, if you don't do anything, we will do god awful things to your daughter, and then kill the lot of yous.
And
he said, "But you pick, and we won't harm a hair on any of your pretty little heads."
Right. So then she picks the youngest because Jaehaerys is the heir. And so then they say, did you hear that, boy? Your mother wants you to die. And then they kill Jaehaerys anyway.
And it's with one swipe of his sword. Yeah.
Just one swipe.
Yeah, this is a little bit more gross because you can hear the sawing of a head.
Right.
Well, not only that, because you see the hands moving. He covers the kid's mouth, and it's in some ways it's more physically horrific, where the other one, the original telling, is more psychologically,
emotionally. Yeah.
Wait. It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
No. She's telling true.
Hold him down.
They went there. They went there. Wow. Well, hi, Mom.
Helena.
Why were there no guards there?
What's happened?
And why was the door unlocked?
Yes. There were no guards anywhere.
So I also think that potentially maybe someone who spoke to the king earlier might have that knows what's going on, might have unlocked the door. And I hope something will happen.
Just maybe.
They killed the boy.
And scenes.
Yeah.
That's it.
So with the thing that has a problem with it is there's no heir now.
Right.
Maelor is his heir, but he doesn't exist in this series. They've come out and they said due to logistics or whatever it is that he's not in the series.
So
now what?
Yeah, so now the king doesn't have an heir.
So Jaehaerys is dead, and we have only one left. Again, a woman.
Yep.
So
that means that it now falls onto Aemon as the.
Correct.
It's almost like Viserys and Daemon it all over again. So that being said,
if Aemon wants to be just like Daemon, he's got a niece now that he can marry.
That's true. Cool. It was fine the first time. The second time, it gets gross. I don't know why. It's all relative, as JP would say. All right. So it is we have completed season 2 of House of the Dragon, episode 1. And Mr. Grant Gregory, thank you so much for being here, dude. Yeah, what you got coming up, man?
Just talking more House of the Dragon stuff. I've got my other channel that delves into all the theories, conspiracies, and plot holes and plot devices that they use. You know, like making the bad guy kick a dog, just so you go, "Oh, I don't like that guy."
Right.
As if the baby killing wasn't enough, they had to throw that in there.
Right. Exactly.
Also,
And
shout out
dog.
to the chat. You guys are the best. Watching on all platforms. And lastly, and certainly not least, the man who gets to say the thing, Mr. JB.
Thing. Check us out Wednesday. For Wednesday night is overbooked. We have a recap of a WWE PLE and the reveal tonight of someone who's been teased for quite some time, made their debut tonight. And it's a very good episode of Raw. I will be talking more and more stuff like that. Thursday, you can catch me with episode 4 of The Acolyte for my weekly therapy session with Roman of the Empire.
It sounds so sad.
Over there. Oh, God. It's awful. It's bad. Which is why I'm glad that this is here so I can talk about something good. And then, and so again, chat, mods, you guys are great. We will see you all very soon. And as we end every show with me saying one little word, not Dracarys, but toodles.